Nicolas Cage. So many movies. Sometimes there's rage and sometimes there's boobies. Adam Harvin and an unsuspecting guest. What's coming up next?
Welcome to the Cage Against the Machine podcast. I am your host, Adam Harvin. Today's guests, comedians Levi Light and Layton Flatt.
That's it.
We also have Russell tagging along.
Russell Henley.
Russell's an inside dog today.
All right.
We call him Orlando Bloom from Wish.
Yeah. All right. Today, we are going to watch the 1992 season 18, episode 1 episode of Saturday Night Live, where Nick Cage is the host. So it's on Peacock if you want to get your TVs turned to Peacock and watch along with us. But before that, a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Nicolas Cage, and this is a song for you. My favorite things, blue jeans, see a red-haired girl, sweet peanut butter, a slow-burning candle, cup of tea and a good book, the dance of the reindeer, and also pachinko. Yeah, pachinko was so young.
Mr. Cage, can we have your autograph?
All right. So, you're twins.
No, we're triplets.
Triplets? I'm on my way, Japan. Pachinko maker Sanko.
Yeah, we're back.
All 7 people on Peacock.
Yeah, in 5, 4, 3,
Bring up
2,
Peacock.
1. And we are rolling. Is that a little too loud? You have a volume knob on that if you need it.
Orange and a
Giving him all the
volume
good
knob.
shit.
Oh, Dana Carvey.
Yep.
Makes $45,000 a live show.
Yeah.
I know his brother.
Oh shit, Chris Farley.
I've met his brother.
I accidentally worked with Kevin Farley and I called him Chris to his face on accident.
Oh, dude, they look so much alike.
They sound the same.
Have you seen the CEO of Ford?
No.
It's Chris Farley's cousin, and he looks just like him.
Really?
Yes.
They're taking over. Nice.
It's nuts.
What was the guy that was from Ford, like the real famous guy? I know I can think of his name. He was played by the Punisher in the Ford Ferrari movie.
Oh, yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola. That's what I was thinking of.
Well, that's Nick Cage's uncle.
Okay, full circle.
Yeah. But, no, so Henry Ford's the originator of Ford, and then Carroll Shelby is the Cobra guy.
Yeah, but there's some... it doesn't even matter.
Yo, Rob's hot right now.
Yeah.
He's pulling it off.
That's El King right there.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Have you met Rob Schneider or seen him before?
No, Sam's open for him.
I stood next to Rob Schneider one time, and I was like... I could see his entire head. That's how short he was.
Yeah. Shout out to Sam Price. He's open for him at the Grove.
That's a great gig. You're automatically funnier than the headliner.
Yeah. I was hoping to get Corky Romano.
Right. That's another good gig. You're automatically funny.
Yeah. Chris Kattan. I'll just remember him as Corky Romano.
Yeah.
What the... Holy shit.
Let's kind of cool.
Adam Sandler.
They were like, we need him to look more Jewish.
Adam.
I like it.
Oh, thank you. I'm not for sure what the sketch is about.
It's not. I can tell you, it's not great. But that was most of the
What the
show.
sketch is about.
I'm just like, oh, cool. Chris Farley, Adam Sandler.
Right. Is that Ian Fidance?
Yeah, I was like, who is that?
It does. He's got more hair, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it does look like him.
Oh, that's the dude who got killed by his wife.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, we'll get... Nick Cage is going to pop out of nowhere. in a
Yeah,
second.
I was like,
Just to
he's
say,
still not.
I'm waiting.
Oh, they always get you with that one.
Ah, look at that.
Was Nick Cage in that
I don't think so.
bit at all?
Did I
didn't see
pick the
him.
wrong one? We're just like start the long
Whole time. I
10
don't get
minutes.
any of these sketches, and I haven't seen Nick Cage
I don't know
once.
celebrities very well at all.
Not Nick Cage.
Cage.
We accidentally picked Ving Rhames.
Yeah, we had to change the whole fucking podcast.
Ving Rhames against the machine.
It's a whole new show.
Running like a motherfucker.
It's got to run.
What?
Kevin Nealon's good.
There's a lot of dry sift mixed in here. Hey, I know that guy.
Less hot in that shot there.
If I pick the wrong one, I will be fucking. It says season 18, episode 1. That's what I clicked on.
Well, so far we're not wrong.
I haven't watched his award thing yet. The Adam Sandler one.
Award thing?
He got the same one that Dave Chappelle got last year. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, Mark Twain Award.
Yeah, Mark Twain.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go. Hey!
Look at him. He's got a face.
Despite all my rage, I'm still
I mean,
just
kinda-
Nicholas.
Dude, do you think at this point he knew he was going to be a national treasure?
Oh, yeah.
All right, boo.
Yeah.
They made a new show of that, but he's not in it. It's some lady.
Oh, really?
National Treasure show on Disney Plus, yeah. Oh, I'm good. I can pass it.
No.
Oh, I thought you were saying, okay. Man, he is a terrifying individual.
Oh,
to
shit,
look
I'm going to put it out.
We'll fix that.
Because she had to reach for the ashtray. We're all three needing it more often, and Layton's got it over there in the corner by himself.
Hey, what are you fighting over this? I built it. It's my tea. I gotta drink it
I
afterwards.
only had to mention it now because I've been
You said that.
inconvenienced.
Oh no, is Russell inconvenience? Let's pause the whole thing.
Never heard of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Not once.
I don't.
We haven't done it on the podcast yet.
I watched fucking Army of One the other night.
Do I?
Army of One?
Oh, yeah, we did that one.
That's a weird movie.
Yeah.
I liked it, but it was weird.
I've never even heard of it until EJ brought it up, and I was like, holy shit.
We asked us about doing the podcast of Nick Cage movies, and I just saw it, and I was like, I'll watch a Nick Cage movie. No, he's not wrong. That's for sure.
Dude, what is his hair?
Yeah, that's a wild one.
He's like balding on top. What does his hair look like
Mullet.
now?
Maybe he's growing it out for Con Air.
Well, no, too early.
Too early?
92, it'd be 3 years later.
Yeah.
He could have started early.
Yeah.
He's a slow grower.
That does happen a lot in some of the cheap, like the shitty movies. Like Grand Isle, you can tell he's getting ready for Pig. He looks identical in both of them. And then there's one cheap ass movie where he looks just like he does in Willy's Wonderland, where he has like a black beard.
He's got the same hair as Lauren.
Uh-oh. This is like pre-Sex in the City Sarah Jessica Parker too, huh?
Still had the horse face.
That's his aunt, our cousin. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, he's like related to Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, he's his nephew. So
he's like Dynasty.
the Adrian from Rocky, I think, is. I'm not sure if that's who they were just mentioned or not. I think that's his aunt or his cousin. And then she has 2 sons that are like famous actors too.
Oh, wow. Steven Seagal is a national treasure, too.
Yeah. And of course.
No.
He wasn't in National Treasure 2. He just is a National Treasure 2.
I'm saying I disagree. I wish he
And,
was a national treasure.
he was married to Lisa Marie Presley too. Just died recently.
Wait, who was?
Speaking of died.
He was.
Nicolas Cage was?
Yeah.
Which one's Lisa Marie? Is that his daughter?
No, that's Michael Jackson's ex-wife. So they're Eskimo brothers.
Ew.
It's Elvis Presley's son or daughter. I mean.
He has a bad reputation nowadays.
Yeah, Bobby Brown. Oh, nice.
I think that whole thing was Lauren just being like, I want to be on camera too.
Yeah, nobody wears white button-up shirts anymore. That was like the play in the 90s.
Is that a...
There's a bad dog. You stay out of that tub. Bad.
It's actually David Spade. It's actually David Spade.
From the 90s.
That's the dog. Yeah. You are in so much trouble.
Well, he's playing the part well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what got him the role of Joe Dirt.
It's Joe Dirte.
That's why Daddy named you Joe Dirt instead of Donamaker.
That shot made it look like he was not going to be having pants on. That shot, no pants when we zoom up. Oh, gosh. It's Levi.
I think you might be right.
Nice.
Probably not the weirdest thing a male model's had to do to get on TV.
At least he's got his mouth closed. He has some dignity. I mean, not much, but some. Well, now it's weird. That face didn't look like something good was happening.
Yeah. He's like, I got to make out with a dog and not a 70-year-old producer. All right.
They put that on primetime TV.
Yeah.
With the actual Macy's logo.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, Nick Cage is going to do Elvis, isn't he? Is that?
Was this when he was married to
This is live.
Lisa Marie?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is green screened. How do they do that live?
Oh, shit. He did it. 92. This is before he's married to her.
Is that an actual Presley? Like Elvis Presley?
Yeah, it's his daughter.
Oh, it is his daughter.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lisa Marie Presley's his daughter, yeah. But he doesn't,
right.
he doesn't marry her until 2002.
He's just watching her through a window at this point.
Is it Kevin Nealon?
That's Kevin Nealon, yeah.
Holy
and
shit.
Schneider.
Like
Kevin Nealon's hilarious.
He almost doesn't look like Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Nealon is funny. He's like 9 feet tall, too.
Yeah.
Let's see how much he looks next to Rob Schneider.
Yeah. He looks even bigger next to Nick Cage.
They could have filmed a sketch with the real sized Rob Schneider as Elvis.
Yeah.
The green screen on his foot's not so great.
Did Did y'all see that video of Mike Tyson playing with little Hezbollah?
I heard
He's just like,
It's a grown man.
It's a
but he's-
20-year-old man, yeah.
He picks him up and he's like kissing him on his neck and shit. It's hilarious.
poor Hasbullah.
But then again, if Mike Tyson wants to kiss your neck, you just kind of let him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what are you
you
gonna
know.
do?
Yeah, but that voice too. Stop it! Stop it!
To be fair, he did run up and
But
hit him.
it was Mike Tyson probably thought it was the kid. And
Well, yeah. Well, then you
Most
punch
likely.
Mike Tyson, and he has permission to do whatever he
Mike
wants.
Tyson was probably trying to keep him as a pet.
Yeah. I like this one.
You look good next to my tiger.
Yeah. Don't get too close. He will eat your ass. Get it? Because he's tiny, so the knob's really big.
Who's driving the? Oh, it's Chris.
Yeah.
I'd say technology in '92 is kind of rough for TV.
Oh, I just think it's funny that they're just like, it's like green screen's so new that they're just like, get it? He looks tiny.
Is he looking the wrong
Yeah,
direction?
I think he's doing it wrong.
Yeah, he is. He's looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's clearly just looking completely off to the side.
They must have had the tennis ball in the wrong spot. He wouldn't have made that mistake.
Yeah.
This is the problem with SNL. This skit should have been done so long ago. This is Arkansas. Says go Hogs.
Oh shit, it does.
Isn't that where he's from?
I mean, I think it was like Mississippi and Tennessee.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
I was thinking that.
It's not the same. I didn't know Dana Carvey was that short.
Yeah. It's amazing that he's just being the master of disguise in this show, too.
They did Ross Perot so much in the '90s.
Dana Carvey's Biden is pretty funny.
Hell, Biden's pretty funny. too.
Yeah,
To be honest.
dude's nailing it. Oh shit.
I feel like Nick Cage is going to be robbing the bank.
Yeah.
And that's why he's going to Con Air.
What is with you with Con Air?
It's the best Nick Cage movie.
Yeah. That is one of the questions we always ask guests on here is, what's the first Nick Cage movie you remember seeing?
That one.
Con Air?
Yeah.
What about you?
See, I'm younger. I feel like it was probably National Treasure or like Ghost Rider.
Really?
Or-
Yeah.
I don't know when those came out.
I think Ghost Rider is like 06 and National Treasures is like 07.
Okay,
Somewhere around
so
there.
that, I mean,
yeah.
that would have been like 8 or 9 at that
Really?
point. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that makes sense.
That may be the only Nick Cage movie I've ever seen, to be honest with you.
What?
National Treasure.
Yeah.
Really?
I loved it. I loved both of them as a kid. I did
Yeah.
not. Ghost Riders were both pretty bad, but
Yeah.
I just probably more. I love movies.
Ghost Rider has our most views on there. I think it's just
Yeah.
because I'm helping them friggin' pirate the movie, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Got like a shitload, like 14,000 views in India on that one. I'm like,
We should
what
do
the
that.
hell's
with
going
Dog.
on?
Nothing sketchy going on here.
I wanted to see the little bottle of Jameson.
I'm wanting the podcast to blow up in a weird country.
That is a really tiny bottle of Jameson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the place I used to work also owned a liquor store, so they would like give us alcohol for bonuses.
To give to Tiny Elvis.
Tiny Elvis.
stupid thing keeps going out.
Do you have a favorite Nick Cage movie?
Oh, Con Air.
Con Air?
Yeah.
100%?
I feel like I need to look through his IMDb and see which ones I'm not thinking. I mean,
There's a lot of bangers in there. But
Yeah. My favorite one is 8mm. It's a super weird movie.
Yeah.
It's got James Gandolfini and Joaquin Phoenix in it.
Okay.
But it's super original. It's a weird movie, though.
I'm gonna go with Crudes.
Yeah.
Lord of War was really good. That was a fun one.
I saw that one.
Yeah, Lord of War is good.
The Crudes.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the dad.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to do those on the podcast eventually. We haven't done any of the kids' movies yet.
Right.
We'll probably start with Spider-Man.
Dude, he's one of those guys where it's just like, yeah, I mean, you know, like the first scene where it pops up and it's him hosting this, you're just like, God, he will take any gig. He doesn't care.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, like around 2017 to 2019, he did a shit ton of like B movies that could just
Yeah.
I've seen parts of Face Off. I need to see The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
We did that on here not too long ago. I think we're going to try to do that as like a live bar show here pretty soon too.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot he's Spider Noir.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that was a great movie. Have you seen that one? Oh, you're actually watching.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just like this is
that was
a
good.
fun sketch.
Chris Farley's a riding pig.
You wonder why he
also getting paid
OD'd on
pretty well to do
cocaine.
it.
Right.
Which one were you asking me about?
Have you seen the Spider-Man Cross the Spider-Verse?
No.
Man, that's a great one. He plays Noir. Kick-Ass, that's a good one.
Kick-Ass was good. Yeah,
That was that one. I didn't really like Knowing. I watched that one as a kid. I watched Next.
Knowing is better than Next.
Probably.
We've done both of those so far.
Next is the one where it's all a dream, right?
It's like the whole movie never happened at the end.
Yeah, that's like.
But Jessica Biel's in it.
Jessica Biel is in it. Yeah, I remember
And
that.
Nick Cage's ex-wife is in that one. That's Alice Kim is in that movie with him. She's just like a magician's assistant.
Ant Bully. So this is actually relevant. We used to run a venue called City Music in Springfield, and
Forgot about that.
there was an Ant Bully poster in the back, and I was supposed to buy it for like $20, and I never went, and I'm still mad at myself. It was signed by Nick Cage,
no shit.
Meryl Streep, everybody that was in it. Which,
shit.
Hold on, let's pull up the list here. Like Nick Cage was one of them. Paul Giamatti, Julia Roberts, Meryl Streep,
That's a
Bruce
cast right
Campbell.
there.
There was a bunch of signatures. Yeah. You're like, what? So I
Yeah,
saw
and they
like,
had
was it called The Runner?
I should have bought
Oh,
the
the
big
runner.
thing.
We did that on like the first episode or two.
Yeah.
And it is a terrible movie.
Oh, God, I couldn't finish it. It was so boring.
It is. I mean, it literally shows him running for a good 5 minutes of the
It's
movie.
him running and then doing paperwork.
And running for a senator.
And then paperwork. It's like he's
And he
literally
gets
jogging
caught.
and doing
He gets
paperwork.
caught cheating on his wife with a cheerleading coach.
He's trying to, like, the people who got polluted in Louisiana or something. Like
It's about the BP oil spill. And,
Yeah.
and, yeah.
Seen Raising
Even
Arizona.
less than running.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
he's running for.
That's a
Arizona.
That's a Coen Brothers movie.
I remember not liking it as a kid, but I've not watched it as an
It's kind of
adult.
creepy as a kid. That's one of the
Gone
first
60
Nick Cage
seconds.
movies that I remember seeing because it used to come on TV nonstop.
Gotcha. I need to watch all of Con Air. Levi's always talking about it, and I've
It's
seen
got
parts.
Dave
And
Chappelle.
yeah. I haven't finished
John
Pig yet.
Malkovich.
Yeah.
Ving Rhames.
I need
Bringing
to
it back.
Levi told me I need to finish Pig. I started it, and I have a real bad focus issues.
He stopped right before it gets good.
We did it, but me and Sam did not pay attention to the movie.
Yeah.
The restaurant worker fight club thing cracked me up too much.
Yeah.
They have some sort of restaurant worker fight club going on in that movie just out of nowhere.
Oh, gotcha.
No. I love the idea that some just country bumpkin with a beard's going to show up and be like, all these city folk are nothing, and he's just going to kill them all, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
I thought he was going to go like John Wick in the movie or something like that. I was waiting for that to happen
He
the
was
whole
like
time.
soft John Wick the whole time.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I'm going to hurt him. I'm just trying to find my pig. It's a really bad remaking of Babe.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Tyson and Clinton joke.
Yeah.
Yo, America cannot get off with this Russia stuff, can we?
No.
We're still. We're like,
Oh,
look
it's
at-
been going on for 100 years.
I know. It's like, look at their leader. He's a dork, right?
There's actually Russian propaganda conspiracy from 1919 that you can go back and look at.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we hate those guys.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we hate them. But, like, we hate them.
Yeah.
But, like, we hate them.
Yeah.
But, like, we hate them. But, like, Talking about Liam Neeson? Nice.
Oh, shit. Got his Eddie Murphy jacket on.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to start with, which one of y'all looking at my ass?
Yeah, goofy ass kid.
Did you watch the new Chris Rock special?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I need to watch it again. I kind of liked how he went at Will Smith a little bit. That
I think
part
that's
was
the only
pretty good.
part that, we watched the first, 30, 45 minutes
I
together.
don't know if we got that far in,
A lot of it was not my.
Yeah, it didn't really hold my attention very much until he got to the Will Smith part.
I actually looked that part up and just watched it on his own.
That was pretty good.
So, yeah, because
That's apparently
level.
so he accidentally said emancipation in the wrong spot. Apparently they're going back and fixing it.
Yeah,
because he did it live, but because it was live.
They talked about that on Flagrant, I think.
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, that's a crazy idea. I don't mean you'd be crazier if he did it perfect the first time. It's the first time that's ever happened, but it's also just a weird concept to begin with.
But yeah, that part was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That lighter's out. You get about like 2 days worth of this.
There's one on the table right there.
Oh, they just got one. This is a torch. I bought it in Sioux Falls, and I really like it. But yeah, it goes through butane about 2 days at a time. We're gonna reload.
Takes this big.
Bitter bastard.
Yo, when your forehead's that big, just shave it, dude. Like, we're hitting the top of the globe on that one.
Have you seen Grandma's Boy?
Yeah.
Love that movie.
He's in Grandma's Boy. It's hilarious.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites. As far as like stoner movies.
Oh yeah, that's what's his name that's in there? I can't think of his name.
Nick Swartzen.
Yeah, Nick Swartzen rewrote that whole movie.
Yeah.
It was originally like a PG-13 movie or something.
Oh, yeah.
And when he came on, they had him like rewrite it into an R-rated movie.
Nice. I wish they'd do that more often. Like, have movie writers write movies and then just hand it to comedians.
I didn't realize how much he writes. Nick Swartzen actually writes quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah, he stays busy.
I think he's a writer on The Wrong Missy, too.
Oh, you don't want to claim that.
That's not it.
That was actually, it was kind of funny, but...
It's rough.
It is rough. It is like, I don't know, a lot of Adam Sandler's newer stuff is kind of...
That was like the epitome of movies where they're just like, girls are funny. And it's like, well, maybe she could tell a joke. That'd be nice.
Maybe it's just because we don't have good comedies coming out now.
Yeah.
It's like, the bar's really low for our good comedy
I'm
right now.
hoping the machine's not dog shit. I hope it's good. I think it's going to be good.
I think they picked a good dude to play him.
Yeah, well, I think all in all, the trailer alone, where he's just like trying to help her out, and he throws up, and she's like, "Did you put it in your pocket?" He goes, "I didn't know where to put it." Like, I cried. I was like, "That's the funniest shit ever."
See, Sandler was one of my childhood heroes.
Oh, dude, I grew up on the prank call CDs.
Oh,
you ever heard those? The talking goat. He was probably the original one for "Is this gay sex or two guys working out?" It's been done multiple times since then, but he did it on a CD back like in the early '90s.
Right.
So I've watched almost everything he's put out. I think as far as like movies, and like it got so bad when he started the Netflix deal.
Yeah,
I like Hustle. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Yeah, Hustle's good.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Levi hasn't seen Uncut Gems either.
No, I did.
You did watch it?
Yeah, I saw Uncut Gems. I saw it like a week after it came out.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that you said you hadn't. Have you seen Uncut Gems?
No.
I was enthralled the whole time I was watching the movie, and then it got to the end, and I was like, "Oh, that's it. I hate this."
I liked it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it made sense, but it just...
Adam Sandler with fake teeth.
As a viewer, I felt like they wasted an hour and a half of my time. Good God, Madonna's they're still talking about her on SNL. That's crazy.
Oh, she looks like an alien now.
Yeah, that's bad now. She came from a time where you didn't have to be overly attractive to be a star. You just had to be willing to show your butt.
Yeah, took a wild turn with it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, now she's one of those girls. She's only ever been known for being sexy. So now that she's old, she goes, I can't let it go.
Well, there was somebody put a meme up on Facebook the other day. It was like, how the hell's Roseanne hotter than Madonna now?
Yeah. You're not wrong. That's the bad part.
It's wild.
Roseanne is just my favorite kind of crazy. We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
How at some points she's like, oh, that's insufferable. Then other points I'm like, I like this lady.
Oh yeah, I grew up watching Roseanne, and she's hilarious. And I don't know if you've ever seen She Devil. Roseanne did a movie called She Devil. It's kind of terrifying. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and she puts a bunch of spray paint and shit in the microwave and blows her house up.
It's nice.
It's pretty wild.
Sounds like that could be a pretty short movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen her special? I have not. She just came out with one.
No, I haven't seen a new one, no.
Oh, no, it's on like Fox or something weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's on some weird ass streaming, so like some super right wing.
I've not heard much about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's on Fox, like their streaming service.
That's weird.
I know.
Let's see.
Yeah, look that up. Marion Barry. Woo! Smoke crack, get elected again. That guy's awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's another guy who couldn't let go.
It's on Fox Nation.
I told you, yeah.
Fox Nation?
Roseanne, yeah. Dude, well, if you hear her talk
they
now,
did.
She can't help herself.
They did that comedy documentary on Fox too. Did you see about that?
I heard someone talking about
Louis
it.
J. Gomez did it, but so you got to look up the YouTube video about what's his name?
It's Dan Soder.
Yeah, Dan Soder
doing the impression.
Dan Soder doing a Dave Chappelle impression to a Fox News reporter, and it's fucking hilarious. It's probably the best 30 minutes of podcasting ever.
They thought they were talking about Dave Smith. And he was like, I know Dave, Dave. And then they realized she's talking about Dave Chappelle. And she says, can I have Dave Chappelle's number? And they give him Dave Smith's number. Or whatever. No, but then they end up, they have her call Dan Soder, and she thinks it's Dave Chappelle the whole time. And all he will talk about is how much he loves Louis Gomez.
Yeah. Every time she tries to say something.
She's like, so Dave, you're so brave. He's like, I'm not as brave as Louis J. Gomez.
He goes, he's like, you know what? That guy's got a bad foot fetish.
But they did it live on Legion of Skanks.
Right.
Like the whole thing was on live on Legion of Skanks.
Oh, wow. So it's being recorded on Fox. That's fun.
Nick Cage is back in it.
Oh, look.
I don't recognize her all that much. You think she's traveling comedy clubs because nothing went well?
Oh, probably. I'll probably be opening for her here pretty soon. I opened for Mark Skippy Price in Tulsa, who's like an 80s, he's an 80s child star.
I saw him get booked at the Comedy Club of Tulsa or whatever. Is that the one?
Yeah. I
saw that. Did they like reschedule that a couple times or something?
No, but it was a really bad turnout, and he was pissed and having a meltdown.
I can see that.
It was a nightmare.
Why nobody want to see Mark Skippy?
Don't they know I'm
Unless
Mark
they get to see him have a
Price?
meltdown.
Yeah.
That's a weird club. I grew up going to like watch movies there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an old movie theater.
I feel like if you were an extra on the George Lopez show, you'd probably do really well at that theater.
I haven't had a chance to get in front of a packed room in that theater, even though I've been there quite a bit.
I don't know if they have that.
It happens every once in a while. I'll see some pictures. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Right.
Of course, I'm opening for a guy from Family Ties with Michael J. Fox, so
wait,
that didn't help.
Like with Michael J. Fox? Like he's gonna?
No. He was on there. He was on Family Ties with Michael J. Fox.
I was like, hold on, Shakes is gonna be at your show?
Yeah.
Shakes.
Yeah.
I'll go just to see the audience try and not watch that the whole time. And he's over at the side of it and just the audience just staring at him.
Oh, yeah. If we're drinking right now, we'd be taking one over Nick Cage overacting right there.
I was gonna say, he keeps going between like in between lines. You can tell he's like resetting and he looks bored.
Oh, he does. He'll go from the whisper to that.
It's like he's over listening or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, look at it. He looks bored. He gets this bored look on his face every time. That was a National Treasure joke.
They like really fucked up on her pregnant belly. What the
Super
fuck
high.
is that? Yeah, it is round and lower. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what they're talking about.
You don't know the Nate Brockner story?
picking child names.
No, I get that. But it's like, I feel like he's making references where I go, I don't know.
Oh yeah, there were some pretty old ones in there.
Like, what year was this?
92?
92, yeah.
Yeah, I was 3.
Aw.
Yeah, I think I was 5.
I was figuring out, you know.
Like, Russell, how old are you?
32.
32. Same as me.
Oh, man.
Well, you're younger, but yeah.
Y'all are old.
No, you're just young. And you have the grayest hair.
Yeah, but I also have the greatest hair. You said that wrong.
No, I said what I said.
Wasn't his hair super long before and all this stuff? Schneider's?
Oh, that was the punchline right there.
Oh, was there a punchline?
Well, he's been all worried about the first name, but their
The
last
last
name's
name
Asswipe.
Oh.
Yeah. As we pay.
I was weeping.
Oh. Damn.
Oh, honey.
Just being a writer at SNL in the 90s was easy money, huh?
I guess. It's like they're just writing like shitty sitcom dialogue.
That's kind of funny.
That's actually, that's fire right there. I don't know what that was, but I like it.
Oh my gosh, Dana Carvey, they're pushing him hard.
Master of Disguise, baby. Not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
I loved that movie growing up, and I have not watched it as an adult.
Which one?
Master of Disguise.
It disturbed me for some
wanted
reason.
to
I don't like
it. When it came out, I rented it. I remember sitting down at home, putting it in, and being like, I don't like it.
Yeah, I found it disturbing for some reason when I was a kid. I don't know what.
Something about him crawling out of the cranberries or something. I was like, I don't need to see this anymore.
I mean, the dude that looks pretty good in a suit and tie right now can also crawl out of cranberries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You never seen Master of Disguise?
No,
He hasn't seen movies.
I know,
You guys are
but
throwing around like cultural references and like maybe some actors' names. I'm like, man, okay.
I can see if he searches
Cage,
like,
know
oh,
the name.
nope.
Yeah.
Can't touch that
Dude,
one.
Master of Disguise is it's a one of a kind.
You're turtly enough for the Turtle Club? You don't know that line?
That and remember what was the Martin Short show where he had the fat suit on? Jiminy Glick.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
God.
one, I could not. It was disturbing. It's weird to look at. It's like white chicks. There's something not right about them, and it's disturbing the whole time.
Hey, turn it off. I don't want to do this.
Want to see the talking baby goochie goochie goo.
Yeah.
That's the line from Master of Disguise that's stuck in my head.
How much longer was Dana Carvey on this show than Mike Myers?
I don't know.
Mike Myers blew up, and he's kind of disappeared. I think he's got something coming out here pretty soon that I've seen, but I haven't.
He was a host of a game show for a while too.
There was
within the last 10 years.
supposedly a lot of talk about an Austin Powers 4 or whatever.
Yeah,
like a year
I
or
have
two
heard
ago.
that. Yeah.
And I go, good luck. Those were outstanding. It was the only series that got better as they went on.
Yeah.
He looks a lot like Bill Clinton. That's
Yeah.
weird.
That's Jonah Hill.
Well, it's not, but damn near. Yeah. Is that Don Cheadle? No. Yo, that black guy looks pissed. Oh, he got a bald spot on top of his head, too.
That lady behind him has the same hair as David Spade. I thought it was David Spade until he moved.
This keeps reminding me like the dude in the red sweater that got famous for asking a question like years ago for like in one of the presidential things or whatever.
Which one?
It was in like the 2016 election. There's some dude who asked a question on a town hall.
I was about to say, the guy that
had like the red sweater vest on.
I don't remember that one. The guy that asked Biden about the AR-15 or whatever.
He went off and started screaming at
that guy got kind of, he blew up for a little bit on the internet.
Well, this was like way before that even, yeah.
Is that the one where he was like,
trying to fight him?
Say that. Yeah. He's like, you did say that. I didn't say that.
There's a video of you calling him an idiot, right?
Yeah.
You stood there.
Is that Lisa Lampanelli from the 90s?
Oh, good God, it does look like a really skinny version of her. It's like before she found black dudes.
Yeah. She's a motivational speaker now.
I don't think she is. She might claim that, but I don't think she's motivating anybody.
She's just at lamplighter hotels.
Apparently she's kind of
Lisa Lamplighter Nelly.
They're on tour together. Lisa Lamplighter and Nelly.
Oh, God.
It makes sense because she likes black guys.
Here we go. She's going down, baby.
I don't think that. I like. She's married to a white guy and then like despises her old comedy now.
Right.
So it's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently that's the case.
Was she the one that had the breakdown? I think I sent you a video.
Yeah. She had like.
It was like in looked like a high school theater room or something like that. She had like a freaking breakdown.
Tiffany Haddish had a good one too in New Orleans where she went on stage like shit faced.
That woman was unstable to begin with.
Oh yeah.
Put alcohol in that. That's probably an issue.
Yeah, because she's an unbearable weight of massive talent, and I was. Like, as famous as she is now, you can get on the internet and find videos of her queefing into a microphone.
Well, hell, it was like 6 months ago.
At the Comedy Store.
Yeah, it was her and Harry Spears had that whole, like, we saw a sketch where it got really weird with kids.
Oh, yeah.
And then that just kind of got brushed under the rug real quick.
That guy behind him looks a lot like, what's his name, from Key and Peele. The guy right there. Hypothetically, if I had drugs in my pocket, it's like.
You see that?
Those are my when he's on Reno 911. He always goes up to the cops.
Yeah.
It's like hypothetically. She's still around.
Which one's that?
He looks just like Jonah Hill in War Dogs. I don't know if you've seen War Dogs.
Yeah.
But that's just like him in that one.
He does. Kind of like Wolf of Wall Street, too.
Yeah, well, that's around the same super overweight Jonah.
He's got the glasses.
Well, Grandma's Boy is probably the fattest Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Dude, I accepted.
Move, though.
Yeah.
You seen Accepted?
Oh, yeah.
That's probably he's pretty big in that one.
I liked him better when he was fat.
Yeah.
Man, SNL's just like, what do we got to fill? 12 minutes before the next commercial?
Just keeps going. And Nicolas Cage was at the first.
Yeah, there's a couple of movies where there's one called Kill Chain where he's on the cover as the star, but he's in the movie for about 15 minutes. It's
geez.
5 minutes up front, like 10 minutes at the end.
Dude, they did that with Tommy Chong years ago on a movie called Evil Bong.
Oh, shit.
Like he was on the cover of it, and then he was literally in it like the last 5 minutes, and he was just like, oh, hey, and he just took it at the end.
Apparently Snoop Dogg's big on that too, like all those horror movies that Snoop Dogg's in. He has a stand-in, and they like green screen his face onto that stand-in, and he does all of his lines in like one day.
Just what are we doing? Like, what?
Yeah, like Bones and all those stupid ones that Snoop Dogg did.
Right.
That's what I like. I kind of got the idea for this, like modeled this podcast off of Zach Amico's Midnight Spook Show.
Okay,
He watches shitty horror movies with comedians.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And they've done quite a few of Snoop Dogg's horror movies on that one. Which, surprisingly, Bones is like one of the best of Snoop Dogg's shitty horror movies.
Yeah. It's kind of surprising they got him to be on Trailer Park Boys, actually. He was actually in a season.
Was he really?
Yeah, one of the newer ones when they did it on Netflix. I don't think I've seen that
one then.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, I went through it whenever it first hit
the US. I've been like putting off like doing headshots and shit just because it feels dumb. But now, like when you're submitting to festivals and stuff, they always ask for them. So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to eventually do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reenact a bunch of Nick Cage headshots.
Is that the end of the episode?
Yeah, we blew right through it. There was nothing funny happened.
I was gonna say we got about 2 or 3 good giggles out of it.
Yeah, but like what? We don't. That's weird that they added out all like the music.
Yeah, I know. That's what because it even says musical. The musical guest is on there.
There was only like 3 or 4 sketches.
They all seemed real long. I know we had the one line about shooting a Pioneer woman in the back.
There was 2 of those.
That was hilarious.
The deeper thoughts.
Well, the second one was, that was more of a deeper thought that actually.
Yeah. If you go through a lot of hammers, it's probably because you're not good at using hammers.
You really felt the first one though.
Yeah, that was pretty good line. Nick Cage did not have any funny shit in there.
He's not a comedic actor.
Listen,
Tiny Elvis was
have you seen Croods?
No.
How about Croods 2?
No. I don't have.
I think we might have to do those on mushrooms. I think that's the plan for the kids' movies.
Right.
What other kids' movies has he been in?
Just have kids talk about
Ant Boy.
Ant Boy, heck yeah.
Spider-Verse.
Is Ant Boy kind of like
Astro?
Ant Boy is
Astro Boy is one that like a low budget fucking cartoon that he's in,
dude.
And he's also hosted some like the history of swear words on here on Netflix.
That was a weird. I was like, he's not even the one I thought.
What's the fucking Bowie knife dude? Or no,
Crocodile Dundee.
No, it's either him or Davy Crockett. He did like a history, like he narrates a documentary on Davy Crockett or some shit.
Davy Crockett, Peter Pan,
Elvis
Presley, or maybe Disneyland.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
he's the thing where you just said words.
It's how we talk about that. We didn't start the fire.
Did you say Nick Cage is
another Billy Joel reference?
Yeah.
Levi.
I know that movie.
He's like the evil doctor or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Davy Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland.
We've seen that one like 6 or 8 times.
I know. I started to try to have my kids sit down here and do a podcast with the kids versions, and I had my niece and my daughter do it when it did not go well. I was like,
so that was your son that was telling us to leave.
Yeah.
Dude, that's hilarious. We just get out of the car and just some kid 2 yards down is just going, "Get away from our house!"
He's like, "And you're stupid." And I was like, "I have to fight a kid right now." Whose kid is this?
He's came in here one time, and I was like, "Dude, I was like, go back in the house." And he freaking threw a ball and hit me right in the face while we're watching a show, doing a podcast.
Dude, that's the goal. So, do you guys here in Fort Smith? Fort Smith. Do you guys have? There's no club here, right?
We don't have a comedy club. We had a pretty good thing going at a place called Harry's down there, downtown, which it just got bought out. It closed during the pandemic, and it just got bought out. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do live stand up in there again.
It's one of the hardest things. Like I've produced a lot of different venues and Ideally, you gotta have your own place where nobody can tell you what to do. Because otherwise, these bar owners, man, they end up. I can make more money with Steve Dude and the Bros playing banjos, and comedy is like, and then or they close. It's just it's an uphill battle.
I opened for Big Dre there once, and then we had Eddie Pepitone come in.
Big Dre,
yeah.
Andre Price?
Yeah, Andre Price. And
what up, Dre?
Yeah.
I was like, Big Dre Okerson?
I've opened for Andre Price 2 or 3 times. But
we brought him to Springfield. He's a crazy dude.
Oh, yeah, he's hilarious. And then Eddie Pepitone came down here, and then kind of the pandemic happened, and we haven't really had much. We also had some dude that does like a psychedelic comedy show. I forgot that dude's name. I didn't go to that one, but yeah, he has like a.
I feel like I'd know the name if you could say it.
I can't think of his name, but he has a. I think he does like a projection screen deal and comedy psychedelics thing all at once. But no, we had the Temple Live. There's some big guys coming there, and then the casino here in Pensacola. Is the Big Dre just did a show there last week.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
So the casino's going to start having people there again. I know Carlos and C has done it a couple times.
Boo.
Josh Wolf is coming in May, I think, to Temple Live.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I think Rodney Carrington and stuff like that. But they're too big to. I mean, those are too big of venues for us local comedians to get in there.
Yeah. Casino's great too. It's just one of those where it's like it's full.
They always pay well.
They're gonna be rowdy.
And Rodney Carrington, by the way, have you seen him recently? Dude, shredded.
Is he really?
You know how he was getting real big and real drunk? And
his last special, I was like, oh, he might be about to kill himself.
I know a guy that works with him, and they started posting photos. He's shredded.
Yeah,
he's looking good.
What is it? Tim McGraw's doing CrossFit now.
That dude is also shredded.
Yeah, who he hangs out with like Toby Keith or something.
Well, Toby Keith is not shredded. Toby Keith's having a rough go.
Well, yeah.
Tim McGraw's like 50 and started doing CrossFit.
So I love their comedy, Toby Keith.
Yeah, you ever seen Toby Keith spit a couple jokes out?
Yeah, that's.
How do you like me now?
But no, we have. So River Valley Comics has Fort Smith Brewing Company show that's a monthly show. So Chase Miska is doing once a month show there, and we've been having usually between like 50 and 100 people there.
That's great. Well, I mean, that's kind of what we were wanting to. I mean, we have kind of a specific setup. But yeah, I had reached out. Unfortunately, I don't know that we never heard anything back. But this bar is bringing us for it's their first time doing a show, and it's as far as I know, it's like sold out or whatever. So
that's good.
At least packed out. So I'm excited.
Have y'all been there yet?
No, it's their very first time pulling comedy. They were like, we want to.
My grandpa used to. The previous owners, my grandpa used to be a part owner of that bar.
Oh, crazy!
And so I know what bar y'all are talking about. I actually went in there and talked to her the other day. And she was like, "Oh yeah, we got a comedy show coming up." And I was like, "Who the heck is it?" And I looked, it was you guys. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
It's my 81st city tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the name of your tour?
Road Trip Comedy Tour is me and Levi. People think we go on stage because we're on the flyer together. We don't go on stage together. It's just a normal show.
It's not a bumping mics thing.
No, we just alternate who goes before. We just is like, you want to go first?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's the guys from Broken Lizard do that. Kevin Offerman or whatever, and Steve Lemmy or whatever.
Yeah, and I know I just saw guy. Let's see if I can pull his name out. Jay Chatternashki or whatever. You know, the guy from those two is also headlining his own shows.
I'll tell you what is it? Are You Garbage podcast guys do that?
Oh yeah, H Foley.
Yeah, H Foley and Kevin. That's a good deal that they have going on because shit, even if you suck at stand up, that question and answer thing at the end is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, they came through at Springfield, but I hadn't seen them.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, y'all have got a good thing going in Springfield. We'll have the Blue Room and.
Yeah, the Blue Room is not. It's a cool club. They do have a lot of names. There's not a lot of spots to be had.
Oh, really?
Just depending. We have a very small comedy community. There's some funny guys. It's small, but we run a room that's had a lot of fun. Like Dre's been there. Brian Bates has been there. We've had some of my rooms. Kevin Farley, Shane Smith. You know Shane Smith?
Yeah. He's a Gas Digital guy. I love all the Gas Digital stuff. All the New York guys. Shane Smith was on the.
Is he one of those guys?
Yeah, the dude with all the face tattoos.
Yeah, the triple X across his neck.
He had a podcast with Corinne Fisher. I don't know if he's still on it. But yeah, he had a podcast on Gas Digital with Corinne Fisher. He's pretty funny. I watched. He had a short special on. I don't remember what it was on.
I think he had a dry bar or something, didn't he?
Shane.
Yeah.
Shane blew up from dry bar.
Yeah. I think I've seen his dry bar.
Yeah, he's a couple. He's got 2 or 3 on there. Yeah, that's where he really got. I mean, millions of views on his clips and stuff. That's where he sold out 2 shows with us right as the pandemic was kind of like coming out of that.
Yeah.
I got COVID, so that was my show, and Levi took my spot to feature on it.
Yeah,
I was like, dang it.
That happened to me once too. I got COVID and had to bail on one, and then I was doing these damn VFWs. I was going and getting tested before I'd go do it, just so I didn't kill a bunch of old people. These VFWs.
That's the one place you should go without getting tested.
Yeah,
they survive man.
This takes them down. It's their time.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like I said, we drive through here. We've done a lot of stuff. We're just in Shreveport, so I know we kind of like glazed by Fort Smith at some point.
Yeah.
This will be we've done Jonesboro, Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, Fayetteville. I've done the Grove and Lowell. We've done Rogers. And then now this one.
See, the Grove used to be the place where I was trying to get my foot in the door there, but he was always like, I'm too dirty. I'm a little bit too dirty to go there, to be an opener there. Which I fucking hate hosting anyway, so it kind of sucks to try to.
It's not great.
Yeah. We drove down to go do an open mic one time, and it was just like, hey, they had the meeting before, and they were just like, no, you don't have to be clean, but if you're trying to get booked, and I was like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
It's just like getting told what to say thing. It's like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but if you're going to start putting rules on this,
yeah,
I'm going to go do
something
something
else. Yeah, and then I was trying to get in at the Tulsa Comedy Club, but that place is kind of new, and they're not super committed to comedy or having big names there.
They're mostly a nightclub.
There's a Bricktown coming to Tulsa too.
Yeah,
so.
that's one. Those clubs are hard to get in.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean,
but like what y'all are doing is, I mean, and I've talked to some comedians that I like and stuff like that online, and like Anthony Zinhauser and stuff like that, and he would say the same. He'd be like, just build your own following, doing your independent shows and stuff like that, and then those clubs will be asking for you to come do a spot there because you can bring some people.
Sure, and there's truth to that too. I mean, I've worked with some of the internet guys, and even they a lot of clubs want you to be their guy. They want you to have come up to the system, and they know you, and they don't want. Like I've met people with hundreds of thousands of followers that still can't get into a club. The club won't even answer the email.
Yeah. So
it's definitely an interesting. You just got to know the right person a lot of the times. And
Helium, you could have just been a guest appearance on a TV show in 1998, and Helium's going to book you at all of them. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, TV credit ranks above anything.
I'm so bad at all the socializing and making connections and shit like that when it comes to comedy. Because I'm kind of quiet when I'm not around people or around people that I don't know. Like if it's other comedians and stuff, it's fine. But yeah, it's
hard, man. So many egos and people not answering messages, and a lot of people just want to help their 7 friends and screw the rest of you. And we've tried to break that with with the road trip tour, because we're nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so every time we do a show in a new city, we either have people from that city or someone we know that lives nearby. Like Russell's from Joplin. He's not from the same town as us. And then we've got another guy from Arkansas that's on the show.
Paul Hodge is coming, right? Yeah. He's done the podcast before. I've done open mics with Paul for a long time.
I don't even know where he lives in Arkansas. I've asked him.
I think he's in Northwest Arkansas now. He used to live in Little Rock.
Okay. I ask him every time I see him, and I still get
but he at one point he was in Little Rock, and I think he's moved to Northwest Arkansas now.
Yeah. So Paul, and then when we were in Shreveport, it's all Shreveport. And that's a great way to meet. And we've met a lot of cool people from all over the country that way.
I'm hoping to do that. I'm going to be traveling a little bit with this new job that I got. Okay. So I think I'm not sure if I'm going to be in Phoenix or Cleveland, but I got to go to one of those places for a week.
Gotcha.
So so I've got to try to do some stand up when I'm there for that week. So I'm not sure, they haven't told me which one I'm going to yet, but I'm going to start trying to put some stuff together. But that's probably going to be at the end of next month. So I'm got to try. If y'all know anybody there,
those two I don't know a lot. I know they all have their. This is what I'm talking. Like, so a lot of these places, it's really hit and miss. Every town has their own comedians group chat, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll get into those and I'll find super helpful people.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get into them and you crickets.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, you don't live here. You're not from TV. We don't care. So I don't know about those two specifically. I know Cleveland does have a couple groups online. I mean, my recommendation. I'm sure you have a tape.
Oh yeah.
If you've got a good tape and you have all the info, you have a 90% better shot than half these dudes. As somebody, like, I've put out feelers for people and just like, hey, we're looking for people. All I need to see is tape just to make sure I can, you're good.
Yeah.
And so many people send horrible tapes, or it's like a side angle and it's like 480p, and they're not getting laughs in the tape.
I've been going kind of all out on my submission video. Like I actually I've been building, like I submitted to Blue Whale. I actually put their logo on there, build a border for Blue Whale and everything, and like do it like a custom video for each submission. I don't know. They probably think that's a jerk off thing to do. I don't know.
Blue whale's interesting.
Some comedians suggest doing it, and some of them are like, "Nah, that's not necessary." But I was like,
mostly people from Tulsa got into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met some of the guys that I'm sure you know that stuff too. But like, I met some of the guys that book it, and yeah, if you're from Tulsa, you get almost a guarantee on one of the shows. Yeah, and then they pick about. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to say all the information that they talk. Yeah, they only pick a very select few that don't live in Tulsa.
Some of the River Valley comics got on it last year, but I think you only got like a 5-minute spot.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to travel. I mean, how far is that from here?
It's about 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours.
That's hard, 2 hours.
But I'm doing it for open mics too there.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, a lot of you guys, Fort Smith guys, are in Tulsa. I've caught that.
So we don't have right now. We have a Thursday open mic at Ben's Hookah Lounge on Garrison. And it's fun. It's kind of hit or miss on whether you have a crowd or not.
Right.
And but we've been doing like 10-minute sets, and then if there's not a lot of comics, we'll do another round of 5-minute sets. So you get 15 minutes on one open mic. So that's kind of fun. But before that, I've been traveling to the Grove or Nomads Trailside in Fayetteville.
Nomads is cool. We did that one on this tour.
Yeah, Nomads is fun, or I've been going to Tulsa. And Tulsa's got freaking ton of open mics.
They have a lot of funny guys, a lot of weird dudes like everyone else. But
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of like hobbyist comedians.
Yeah, but like Zach Gaiman,
as I call him.
Zach Gaiman's one of our best friends. He's the guy.
He's great.
He's our go-to when we're in that area. C.R. Parsons, dude, that's the guy. Nobody doesn't like C.R. Parsons.
So I think he came to Harry's one time. And I think I seen him do the open mic there one time.
I love him.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he seemed pretty cool.
He is funny. Like I'm saying, don't get me wrong, but like just as a person, you can't. Just like he's so sweet. We and him smoked cigars till 1 a.m. last time he was in Springfield.
Nice.
We're doing a couple of things with him coming up, and he's great. Zach Gaiman's great.
Zach runs the Hunt Club open mic in Tulsa.
We're bringing this tour to Hunt Club just to hang out with Zach.
I think I was on. We did a 5th Street Cafe show here in Fort Smith.
Cool.
And I was there with Zach. That's where I met him.
A lot of the guys I haven't seen in a while. We try to bring a lot of the Tulsa guys to Springfield. Man, there's a lot of funny guys coming out of there. There is a lot of weird guys that just would like every city has their guy that's just trying to steal what you have. Yeah. Instead of doing comedy, they're just trying to figure out what you have they can have. But luckily, they get outnumbered by the actual good guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a weird spot because I'm like when I go to these. I'm like the only one. Like I'm a guy I've been married for like 12 years.
Oh yeah.
I've got 3 kids. There's not a lot of comedians out there at the open mics and stuff that are in that same situation that I'm in.
That's a tight one, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But the thing is, I have a pretty good demographic where the stuff that I talk about in my sets does real well with bar people, like the people that are coming to bar shows and stuff. That's like cool. That.
Yeah,
they're my age. They got kids. I relate to them really well.
Right.
And like same thing with like most of the comedy club people, unless it's just the older group that likes clean comedy. I usually do pretty well at those. But the older people that are like. Most of the time, I feel like they laugh the whole time, and then they're ashamed that they laughed at what I said.
I get that a lot.
And I kind of like that because I always say like the clean comedians don't want to fucking hang out with the people that they're doing comedy for, like the Zach Gaffigan or
Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan, like those guys. You don't want to hang out with your fans after, like, when they come to see clean comedy.
Yeah,
like,
nerds.
Yeah,
I do. So we have a weird wild mix because Levi is really very R-rated and I'm clean.
I'm like NC-17.
and I'm like PG-13 is is the closest I get. But like, I have a lot of fun. Most people don't realize I'm clean. This is like it's really fun that way. People just enjoy the show. They're not thinking about the fact that it's clean. I like that.
Yeah.
But we have a wild mix after the show.
Sometimes they love him to death. They think he's the best. They will not look me in the face.
Yeah.
And then other ones, they're like, "You're great. Why didn't you say fuck?"
And that's a test too. Is like guys like Nate Bargatze or whatever. Like he's clean, but he can kill everywhere he goes.
Dusty Slay is my hero.
There was a weird deal. Did you see what?
I think that's what
I watched his podcast and stuff a little bit too.
We're having
he was talking about writing. And he was like, my first inclination is to go dirty with all the jokes.
Yep.
And when he's writing them, and then he has to kind of make the adjustments. And I was like,
with Dusty?
Yeah, on that podcast, he says that at one point. He's like, my first inclination is sometimes is to do it dirty. And he had, like, his first thought out of his mind is what he was saying.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but he's like, I don't go there. I have to go the other way.
I remember the first time I talked to him, he said that he's naturally not going to be dirty. It doesn't match him.
Yeah, and I think what he means by dirty is probably different than what me and Levi mean.
Sure, yeah.
But me, I'm such a shithead. I'm like, I don't know where the line is ever. When it's like they're like PG-13, I was like, have you seen what 13-year-olds are doing these days?
Yeah. We were just telling him.
I've got a 14-year-old daughter. I know what the fuck's up.
What?
Doing these for one thing.
Yeah. I have a joke about my daughter vaping now. So it's like catching my daughter vaping.
That's a cool kid you got there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and like
cooler than the one that was yelling from 2 yards over.
Yeah, I haven't caught him vaping yet.
That's why he's 2 yards over, so you won't see him.
Yeah. My mother-in-law did give him a hard Mountain Dew out of the fridge one day.
On accident or on purpose?
On accident. She didn't know it was alcoholic. She just, here, drink this.
That is a wild move. They're just like, hey, stop marketing to kids, and Mountain Dew's like,
we're going to market to some kids.
Yeah. Guys, it's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Reminds me of that Whitest Kids You Know sketch. Kid beer.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole thing. I think they were trying to ban edibles for a long time in Oklahoma.
Oh, they're still trying.
Yeah, because like gummies, like
I'll be honest, it is a little bold that somehow they just say Jolly Rancher. You're like, I don't think Jolly Rancher signed off on this.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, the advertisement on those.
And then they're like, what if it's for kids? And I go, oh, that's trademark infringement more than anything.
There was a nerd rope that was getting people sent to the ER for a little while there too.
Yeah,
I ate 100 milligrams of that nerd rope and I felt great.
Yeah, that was Nicola. You met Nicola from Tulsa. That was like his merch.
It was crazy. He shows up in Springfield to do a show and just starts being like, yeah, I got merch. And you see little packages with his picture on it. And you're like, what's this? And he goes, oh, they're 100 milligram edibles. And you're like,
yeah,
I don't think you can sell that in Missouri, dude.
Yeah, I come back with free weed every time I come back from Tulsa almost. I think there was a dispensary owner giving out cones after an open mic one time. And,
nice.
And then
Tulsa.
Yeah, you just randomly get handed stuff every once in a while.
Dirt cheap prices.
Inside it, like Tulsa, there's dispensaries everywhere, so they just give that shit away.
Yeah.
We have in Missouri. If you have your med card in Missouri, you can get a 30-day pass to Tulsa. You can go down there, load up, and come back.
I do. My med card is still good for 50, 60 days. I should get my visitor's pass.
Nice.
Get that.
Nice, yeah. I just grow my own. So
what's the next leg on y'all's tour?
So we're constantly going. So we're here in Fort Smith tonight, and then next week we're in Effingham, Illinois, and Noblesville, Indiana, and then the week after that we're going to Memphis, Tennessee, and then we have a lot. Memphis, Tennessee, and then we're doing a Gravelway Mill, Missouri. It's an hour from where we live, and then we're going to Illinois and Fort Wayne, Indiana. Then we have a week off. And then we're off to the races again. We're doing some stuff close to home, and then we're in Illinois again, in Iowa. We got Texas, St. Louis, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, Minneapolis, Texas.
Eureka Springs will be a weird one.
Eureka Springs is great. We did it for Christmas.
Did you?
We brought there was their first comedy show too, and we built the show for them. We went in there and like set up all the sound and lights. And
where'd you do it at there?
The Eureka Springs Brewing.
Oh, okay.
And as far it was close to sold out probably. I think we maybe had like 2 chairs and like left or something in the room or something.
Oh, nice.
But we had a blast.
The breweries always have a cool aesthetic. Those are like a good place to get some good pictures.
It's a good one for club because he has one TV. He turns it off. No pool tables.
Some of them. Ooh.
He lets us do whatever we want. He's like whatever. Like cause I have a very set way I want a room set up when I do.
Yeah.
I'm like, I call it the fighting chance.
Yeah.
We may not get the last we want, but I'm going to give us a fighting chance. Let's get the lights right, the seats right, the everything. And so many people don't like. I've met a lot of really great comics that don't like. I show up to their room and the seats are 20 feet from the stage. They don't even know. Dude, if you would pull those seats closer, this show's going to go so much better.
Yeah, that when I've had it. Where there's one place they didn't have a light. We tried to get a light, and then it looked like we were just doing a campfire spook show the whole time because it's like down the line.
Yeah, I've done that.
Oh, that's it. You set out in the stands and watch another comedian. You're like, oh, this looks terrible.
Yeah, we've done a lot of weird. Somebody asked me what the weirdest place we've done. I was trying to dig through my brain, and
dude, it's
With the Muldrow VFW, there was for some reason a giant rocking horse on the stage with us. like behind us the whole time, which was hilarious because Conrad Lensmeyer at the time was doing a bunch of horse jokes.
Oh, funny.
So he was doing horse jokes with a prop in the back.
Right.
Just set up for him already.
It's hard to land into.
Yeah, that one was kind of weird.
We did a bar in Poplar Bluff, Missouri one time where they had a display case for old lady's jewelry she sells on the stage.
Oh, nice.
And a DJ booth on the stage.
It was a desk. It was a desk for a
And
DJ.
so we had about 2 feet of stage that we could stand on the stage. And I'm like, hey, can we maybe take the old lady jewelry case off for the show? And they go, nah.
Yeah, there was we did Sam did one at Prohibition down here as a kind of a small bar, and there was a DJ set up in the corner while we were trying to do it was a Mo Alexander show.
Yeah.
And so like we're setting up equipment around this DJ equipment, and they're like, don't touch any of that stuff. So it looks weird with a DJ booth and a full-on speakers and everything sitting there while you're trying to do stand-up in front of it.
Yeah.
That one was kind of strange.
Yeah, I mean, I guess really the oddest thing I think we've ever done would be like the hotel room shows.
I'm proud of those.
I know those are great, but
like
it's weird.
The New York comics do like living room shows and stuff like that. And
we didn't
like,
do. It was
weird.
like the conference rooms.
Oh, okay.
Like on the first floor, you go in, and it's like where like someone will sit and have a meeting. You know,
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
And I'm to the point right now. Like this year's kind of been slow for me for comedy, which is it's kind of weird. And as far as getting booked and stuff, so I'm like, well, I'm going to get my own stuff, or I've got sound system, PA, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm about to the point where I'm just going to start crashing people's parties and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to roll up to bars and like start setting shit up and be like, hey, y'all want to hear some jokes?
Yeah. Sometimes it goes well. Sometimes they go, we'll hurt you now.
Yeah.
What was that? Was that a ghost?
No. But yeah, so y'all have anything y'all want to plug?
That road trip comedy tour, we got a lot of cool things in Springfield. So touch base with that if you come up in due time with us. And
nice.
Right now we're kind of in a weird transitional period. We got one cool room that we book in Nixon, Missouri, which is like right outside of Springfield. And then we got some cool announcements hopefully coming soon. But we run Corner Pocket Comedy right now too. So that's kind of our. But yeah, so we got a lot of cool stuff like that. But the road trip comedy tour.
Okay.
I'm my stuff's just my name, Layton Flatt Comedy. His is Levi Light Comedy. Russell, you're on what, Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah.
Check him out on there.
All
right.
As well.
Yeah, follow. We'll be all over the place, having fun. What did I say on Rico's podcast? We're nobody, but we're going everywhere.
Right. Yeah, it might happen sometime.
Yeah.
Just waiting on it. All right. Thanks for watching the Cage Against the Machine podcast.
Have a great fucking night.
Heck yeah.